Welcome, everybody, to the Garlitz High Performance Garage channel. Just watching a little drag racing. It's Friday. I'm off. Happy Friday, everybody, by the way. In 5 days, let me see. 5 days. Let me see. 5 days from now will be. I'm terrible with math. Yeah, I went to Hick school, so I'm terrible with math. But anyhow, in 5 days from now will be the Frostburg Cruise. And 4 days from now, the Street Rod Roundup fellas show up. Well, no. They'll show up around Thursday. Same time. They'll be here like Thursday morning. On my way to work, I'll probably see a bunch of old street rods running around. Anywho, I just thought I'd make a horse shit video. So, I had a little adventure already this morning. I don't even know what time it is. It's around noon or so already. And it's hot as fuck. When I got up this morning, it was nice and cool. It rained like a motherfucker here last night. Thunder, lightning carried on. Power went out a couple times. It was stormy. Really hard rain. A little bit of hail. Potential for tornadoes, which is awesome. Because, you know, well, what's a thunderstorm without tornadoes? But anyhow, I had a little adventure this morning. My glasses are starting to turn the side of my head green. Anyway, I had a little adventure this morning. My wife works from home here. So she gets this idea. Go get breakfast. Go to McDonald's and get breakfast. All right. What do you want? So I give her my order. I'm doing an online order. Okay. All right, fine. She places the order. Gives me a confirmation number, because when you drive up to the drive-thru, you give them this code and they have your food. They get your food ready. Now, one complaint I have about that is when you place that order, that fucking food, they should be getting it ready right then. And the reason I say that is because McDonald's only serves breakfast until 10:30 a.m. every day. I liked it when they served breakfast all day long. That way you could get there were so many menu items you could get all day long. A lot of the stuff, like you couldn't get pancakes and eggs and a platter all day long. You could get like sausage, egg, and cheese muffins and shit like that. All their stuff's fucking nasty ass fucking garbage anyway, because all it does is pound fat onto your fucking ass, and it just makes you go fucking shit your guts out after you're done eating it. But so I jump in the Chevelle. I take off. And it's like 20 after 10. It's 20 minutes after 10 o'clock already. So I fly down there. I get on the interstate. I run my car, run the shit out of it. Well, until I come to a hill and I pop it neutral and I just drift down because the mountain's so steep. Big Savage is so steep going down, so I just kick it in a neutral. I drift clear down to the Midlothian Road Bridge. And then I pull her back in gear and I get her up the next hill, and it's the exit. I was 3 minutes shy of being there at 10:30. It was 10:33 when I got there. I give them the code. Oh, okay, pull around. We have your order. I get up to the window. Oh, your order was canceled. I'm like, okay. So now what? Well, we still have the 2 drinks that you ordered. And I was like, oh, there's drinks. I'm like, I'm glad I had my lunchbox there. Well, she told me there was drinks, but I took my lunchbox there with a freezer pack in it. Because them drinks, I don't have no drink cup. I don't have no cup holders in that car. Some of the bitch didn't come with none. And sure as fuck, I didn't put none in it. And that's the only way I can haul drinks. And I can only haul 2 large drinks in that lunchbox with a freezer pack. And that keeps them upright. And they're pretty tight in there. They stay in there. So, I call and I'm like, what do you want me to do? They canceled the order. And then I caught all kinds of fucking hell because I wasn't there. I didn't leave when I was supposed to leave. And it's like, okay, whatever. A miscommunication to the extreme. This is why marriage sucks. Because everything is miscommunicated. And marriage is basically just about the female. And that is a fact. If your wife ain't happy, nobody's fucking happy. Which is a fucking rarity because women just aren't happy. They're not happy with any fucking thing. I mean, they are not happy at all. I don't even think they're happy at orgasm. I don't even think they are. So anyway, I said, give me another order. Tell me what you want. I'll just go in and buy it because what they did is they charged me for the drinks. And they charged me for the whole fucking order. They're supposed to give me the money back. Jesus Christ, just that little bit of stuff we ordered was $50 fucking. It's like, holy fuck, $50 at McDonald's? When I was a kid, if you paid $50 at McDonald's, that meant two or three families was eating. So anyway, I'm sitting there in my car waiting. I get bombarded by senior citizens. Because it's Friday. They're all at McDonald's in there drinking coffee and bullshitting. Because they ain't got nothing else better to do. They're living the retired life. So, these 2 guys come up to the car. What year is this car? 1970. Oh man, it is beautiful. It's really nice. Like, all right, yes, I believe it's nice. Yes, I like it. I built it, and then I started to give him the spiel. It used to be green, yada yada. I painted it. I did all this work to it. It took me a long time to do it. Those guys are like, oh, it's real nice, this and that and the other. They walked around and looked at it. They left. Well, then I get a text back of the new order I have to go in and place. So I go in. Sorry, I'm distracted with these awesome gassers I'm watching on my TV because they're fucking fantastic. But anyhow, I go in. The woman that's the manager there, I went to school with. She's been the manager since we get out of high school, which has been a number of years. So she is the big general manager, and she takes care of the one in Frostburg, and she goes down to the one in Hagerstown a couple times a week, and they're like affiliated together. I didn't know that, but she was telling me, and she was telling me all the separate ones there, you know, which, you know, is nice to know, because some of these independently owned McDonald's places don't run the same shit that, you know, that a lot of the big ones do. The people that own like 4 or 5 of these fucking chains, they'll run a big special. Like, I saw one time, they had a big basket of fries, which it was a basket, a huge plastic basket looking thing, filled with fucking French fries. It was just, there was a shitload of French fries in there. And then it came with like 4 McDouble cheeseburgers, which is cool. But then the one closer on the other side of me on Kaiser's Ridge up here in Grantsville, they didn't offer that. They didn't offer special like that. They're like, oh, sorry, we don't do that. But anyhow, I'm getting off point here. So I go out. There's two more old guys walking around my car. They're like sharks. They're just walking around like going in for the kill. They was looking inside of it. I had the windows down. They were looking inside of it because it's fairly hot down there. Sun was shining. And the one guy down there, he was kind of talking to himself. He was like, oh, man, he's got 2 shifters in there. Like, yes, I still have the one in the column. So I walk around there. I put my bags on the seat of the food that I just ordered. So, oh man, is this your car? And I'm like, yeah, it's mine. Which shifter do you use? I said, the one on the floor. Yeah, okay. Well, what's that one on the column for? I said, that's the old shifter. I said, it's wore out. I said, the column is all worn. I said, I never replaced the column. I said, I keep it on there so I can keep it up in the park position so the switch will work. Because if you take that shifter out, I've explained this many times, if you take that shifter out of there, out of that hole, that column piece will fall and everything inside will move, and then it won't let me shut the switch off. I can start it, but it won't let me bring it back to lock for the steering wheel to lock, and then your switch is on. And it's like, I don't want to make the battery go dead by keeping the switch on, so it won't come back unless that thing is up in park. You put it up in park, it comes back. Without that shifter for you to pull it towards you and then up, that's how they work. And if the shifter's not there, you can't pull that because it's got a thing on the end of the shifter that goes down in there and hits something to bring it all together. So that's what happens. But anyhow, this guy, well, the one guy, he was saying how nice it was. And then another guy comes walking, a younger guy, he comes walking up to me. Hey, is this car from Flintstone? I'm like, no, it was never in Flintstone. Well, a friend of mine down there had an orange 70 SS with white stripes back in the 80s. I thought this was it. I'm like, no, this isn't it, buddy. Oh, well, sorry for bothering you. I said, this car came from Salisbury, PA. That's where I bought it at. Although it's a car that was sold in West Virginia at a dealership, southern West Virginia, to a guy that was a prison guard. So anyway, he's like, oh, sorry to bother you. I'm like, oh, no problem, man. You don't know if you don't ask, you know. Well, then this other guy that was there, oh my. Anyway, this other guy that was there, he had one arm. I didn't ask him how he lost the arm or anything like that. But I noticed he had one arm. He was asking all about it. He's the one that asked me about the shifters and stuff. So I talked to him for a little while, and he's like, oh, you coming Thursday to the Frostburg cruise? I was like, yeah. I said, I'll be there. Well, anyhow, I noticed on my way in, there was a maroon-colored, metallic maroon-colored Cadillac sitting there. It was a 2002, because it had badges on it. Little chrome stick-on letters that said 2002. So I was assuming it's 2002, and it is. It was that guy with the one arm. It was his car. His right arm was the one that was gone. He still had his left. Which, you know, in a car like that, it's an automatic. It'll be a pain in the fucking dick to drive a 4-speed like that. Although I know another fellow that has some of his arm is gone. Not all, but just his hand and some of his forearm is gone. And it's on his right. And I'm sorry. I think it's on his left, because he can drive 4-speed. He'll take his hand off that wheel and slam the gears, you know. Which is, oh my Lord. Oh boy, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by they have them girls that back the cars into the hot rubber. Oh my Lord, there's a lot of them sweethearts. Some of them's old ladies. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Have them big old boots that go up past their knees and them short skirts on. Anyway, get a man in trouble. So I'm talking to the guy. He joked around. This guy, I'd say he's damn near 80 years old. He joked around about his disability quite a bit, which, shows me that he came to terms with it years ago. I don't know if he got his hand stuck in something, or if he got an infection in his arm, or if he was a war hero. I never asked. I didn't just want to assume. It's kind of hard to ask somebody like that about a disability that they have, and then, you don't want to piss them off. So I'm thinking, well, it's not really any of my business. I'm not going to say anything. So, anyway, we continued to talk about my car. He wanted to know what free engine was in it, all that, this and that. So, the thing that caught my eye about his Cadillac was the huge, wide, white walls that are on his car. And they're a poor man's white wall, is what they are. A white wall tire, a white wall modern radial with the big 3-inch thick wide whites. You can get them at Coker Tire, and they're like $300 a piece. They are big fucking money. And I don't see the point in paying that much money for a big wide white when you're just going to burn them the fuck off or whatever. They're going to wear out. You're not really going to get your use out of them for what I would put it on. I would be spinning it to fuck off all the time. So, anyway. He said something about the white walls on his car. He says, the wide whites, I said, aren't they a kit? I said, can't you get a kit to put them on yourself? And he goes, what you do is you take it to a tire shop. You can order the kit from the tire shop. They get it. And what they do is they break the tire down off the bead. They put the white wall on the tire. Then they blow it back up, get the bead to seal. The white wall goes around your wheel in the bead with the tire. And then from your tire having air in it, it expands under the white wall. It catches it and stretches it out, and it stays there. But if it deflates, it comes off. It comes loose, is what it does. It comes loose and hangs off. And I noticed his one front one had a gap in it that far on the outside. And I was like, yeah, that's a white wall kit. But anyway, I don't even want to bother with that shit. He said they're like $10 a piece, those white walls. That kit is, they say it for 4 tires. So it's like over $80, 90 bucks. For these white walls that, you get them loose on there and they flop around on there. It's ridiculous how they look when you're going down the road and they're coming off. It's like you got a flying saucer stuck to your fucking tire. But the best way to do that, if you want those, is to buy them off Coker. If you have the money to waste, you're talking $1,500 for fucking 4 fucking tires with wide whites. And I was like, well, you can cut the sidewall away. I mean, you can take the black rubber off the side of your tire. But the trouble is, then you're taking strength out of the sidewall, and it could blow out. It'll knot up and probably blow the fuck off there. I've seen a lot of old ladies with their curb feeler, with no curb feelers, and I've seen them have their tires like rubbed on the curbs and shit, and like the whole black rubber part gone off their tire, and it's white underneath. I've seen that before. But he had that kit put on. I mean, it looks good. But the trouble is they come off and then they flop the fuck around there. They've had those kits forever. They won't come completely off. But if you blow a tire out, they will. They'll fly right the fuck off there. But the trouble is with that is they start coming out on the outside. They start coming off. And then you have to deflate the tire, push it down on there and reinflate the tire to get it to work again. See, trouble is, tires leak off. Everybody's tire leaks off. It might not leak fast, but it'll leak over a short period of time, well, over a longer period of time. Like the Chevelle, it sits in here. The tires are low on it right now. I need to air them back up because I can just push my thumb on them. I can bury my thumb in them pretty good. So, and the trouble is, when they're underinflated, they give you shitty gas mileage. Which with that car there, I really don't care. But anyhow, he was a nice fella. And like I said, he joked around about his disability. He gave me this card. He's like, I got a business card for you, buddy. And I was like, God damn it, I got to leave here. My food's going to be cold. But anyhow, he gives me this card that says, preach and lead singing, chairs, tents, sawdust. I don't know what that is. Teeth pulled, haircuts, bring your own bowl. Half Nelson's taught. Arms sales, bought and sold. Bikini waxing, card shuffling, horses sold, manicure. Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted, it says, the card, all services AKC approved. And it says faith healing 50% off. Use one hand. The guy had one arm. I was like, is this a joke? It's got his address and stuff on it. I'm not going to read that shit. But it says he's a grad from Penn State, and he has in parentheses State Penn. So yeah, was being funny. Anyway, I thought it was pretty funny. But you know, he joked around about his disability all the time, which, you know, he came to terms with it eons ago, apparently, and he's, you know, doing good. So anyhow, then I got the stuff home. Of course, lo and behold, my son was in here sitting in the dark. You know, one thing that eludes me so is she's working from home here. She has all this extra time to come out, to come away from the desk and ask me what the fuck I'm doing, to complain about the order I made. I ordered a 2 of the double cheeseburgers down there. And I thought, I'll add bacon to them. Who doesn't like bacon? Apparently she didn't want bacon on her fucking burgers, so. This goes back to what I just said. Women are unpleasable. All of them are. They're all unhappy. They're very, very, very disgruntled, very unhappy, very dissatisfied. I think if I won the lottery and I got to bring home like $700 million after taxes, she'd still be pissed. Well, probably really be pissed because I'd be giving it away to some folks that are in need. Because what am I going to do with $700 million? You know, if I would have won, what would I do with that much money? Jesus Christ. You can spend that in your fucking lifetime. I know some idiots out here probably piss it away on drugs or gambling, but I wouldn't do that. I would make a nest egg. I'd retire early, and I would live off the interest of this money. And I would make a couple big purchases, namely car shit. I would build me a humongous fucking garage and I would live in it. I'd rip this fucking building down. I'd build it right here. Right here. Oh yeah, baby. Or I would just keep this one here and build it on the 3 acres I got back there. That 3 acres of property that I'll probably never get to build on because I'm too old now. Bank would never give me a loan for a mortgage now anyway. I'm 45. I could die from here until any time. I could maybe not wake up one fucking day. Which, you know, I mean, at this point in my life, my youth is gone. Everything sucks. So, wouldn't be a big deal. Because, you know, when you're dead, you don't know that you're dead. You don't know it. I mean, it's kind of different when people suffer and suffer until they take their last breath. That sucks. But I would rather fall asleep and not wake up. That's how I would want to go. Wouldn't want to go in a fucking car crash where you're burning to death. You know, like I've heard of some other people going that way, and that sucks. A number of years ago, some kids, I didn't know the kids, but I knew some of their parents. Kids were in a Dodge Neon that upset. They had nitrous oxide on it, upset down here. Not too far from me. A couple towns down the road. And when it upset, they had a nitrous explosion. And when you have an explosion of nitrous oxide and it catches on fire, you can't put it out. It's got to burn out. It will burn and burn, and it burns like a car, like a lithium car battery would burn. It burns like that, but not as intense, but it's close. It will burn out very quickly, but it will take your life if you're in the car, and it took all 3 of them guys. Burned them to death. People down there went to go, went running towards it to try and maybe give them a chance of survival, and they said they were screaming in the car. They were screaming while they were burning, which would give me fucking nightmares if I heard something like that. I mean, everybody's, oh, you fucking pussy. No, it's for real, man. You can't control the dreams that you have when you sleep at night. I usually don't dream, but put it this way, I don't remember them. But I do remember some. I remember some weird-ass fucking dreams I have. Like, I have dreams I'm at school or I'm at work and shit's going terribly wrong. Or I'm in a fight with somebody, punching them, and they're laughing at me while I'm punching them. I have dreams like that. And, you know, I haven't had a dream that I was falling here any time in the last 25 years. I used to have those where I would dream that I was falling, and I'd wake up just before I'd hit, and I'd be flopping around like I'd have a seizure. But that usually only happened if I breathed a lot of carbon monoxide. Get out of here, fly. God damn it. But anyway, everybody, that was my adventure from this morning. Plus, I met a couple in Grantsville last night. I had to go up and get a few things at the store. And it was junk food is what it was. Everybody wants to eat junk food. So I went up there and got some chocolate milk and got some M&Ms and all that shit. Perfect combination to make shit squirt out your ass. So I go up there and I get this stuff, and there's 4 people walking around my car outside. I guess I had the Chevelle again. There are these 4 people walking around my car outside. It's one big guy. The other people got in their minivan and left. It was this guy and his either his wife or girlfriend or whatever. I didn't ask. But anyhow, they were walking around and looking at it, and then I had to give them the spiel on it. I gave them my channel name so they would tune in. Whether they did or not, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'll check my analytics. We'll see. Oh my Lord. I'm telling you. It's like they say, oh my Lord. If it has tits or tires, it's going to give you trouble. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. See what I mean? Wowee. Fantastic. The other girl was better looking, but that's the only one I get in time. I'm not going to rewind it. Fuck it. But anywho, some nice looking young ladies on there. Anyway, of course, you know, if you have a girlfriend these days, you can't sit and hoot and holler and whistle at other women you see on TV, because then that also pisses them off. That also makes them mad. Calling them a cunt is another thing that makes them mad. I think just about every woman hates that word. That is a lethal fucking word. I don't know why, but it is. It's a lethal fucking word. They all hate that word. They don't like the word moist either. They don't like that either. It's quite hilarious, though. I love it because they ain't got shit on us. They can call us worthless pieces of fucking shit. You can call me anything you want to call me, and I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. You can't think up of nothing good enough to call me that'll piss me off. You'd have to punch me in the face after you told it to me, though. You know. Stop. That's one thing I don't get, is why these guys have to have somebody guide them into the staging beams. You can fucking look on the tree. It comes up. You have stage 1 and 2. They light up. Why would you need somebody to show you? That's like a middleman job. It's like you got a person that, you know, when you pay your car insurance, you have a person that carries it to the fucking insurance company. I guess that'd be an insurance broker, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's the middleman. That's the middleman, the insurance broker. I gotta pay my insurance. Give me the money, I'll make sure they get it. And then it's like, oh, your payment was late. You owe us more money next time. Like, fuck. But a lot of times brokers won't take no new customers. If they have so many new customers, that broker will actually retire before, you know, you are too old to drive. I've had that happen, and it's going to happen to me a second time. I had Allstate, had a real good agent. She treated me good. She retired, so I got off of that and went to State Farm, because the person that took her place was an asshole. The Allstate broker that butted in, being fucking a douchebag and shit about every little thing. It's like, hey, I need a tow. I need to turn in, you know, you guys need to pay this towing company, because I didn't pay them no money, because I have towing insurance. I pay for this every month. You need to pay for it. You need to give these guys what they want. That made that fucking asshole, that made him mad. I had to have my truck towed. Which back then I was doing a lot of work to it, and it was kind of experimental, and I had to have it towed a good bit. It broke down a lot. But anyhow, yeah, the staging beam shit, that's just horse shit. And these girls backing you up into that hot rubber, that's just all show. I mean, put a fucking mirror on your car. You can see where you did your burnout. Invest in a goddamn mirror. Back up into your hot rubber where you was. As long as you're just close to the groove, it'll pull you in. That is fantastic, though. I love drag racing. Makes the hair stand on your neck when you're in the burnout box, doing your burnout, and you get up to the staging beams. Oh, man, there's a rush. It's such a rush. People don't understand. I mean, I get, you know, people like doing the circle track thing or the motocross thing. That's fine. I mean, that right there is okay. I've done it. But it's just not the same. Drag racing's completely different. For one, you're going in a straight fucking line. But just the anticipation of trying to beat the other guy out of the hole so you can win, so you can take the lead and win the race. So first to the finish line is the winner. Always. Well, unless you're doing a time trial, which is If you don't go under your time, and if you're not first across the finish line, and the other guy goes quicker than their posted time that they started with, then you win. Anyway, whatever, people. This looks like it's clouding up. I'm gonna probably mow my grass here later on. I started it this morning, but then I said, fuck it. The hell with it. Yeah, my wife came over to complain about our double cheeseburgers because they had bacon on them. And then she's like, what are you doing? I had to stop the other video, so I'm going to butt these together. What are you doing over here talking to yourself? I do talk to myself all the time anyway. I'll ask myself questions, see if I know the answers. A lot of times I don't know the answer. So anyway, of course, you know, everybody's got to make fun of you, which I'm used to that. Whatever. I don't care. You didn't answer my text. It's like, because I was making a video. I can't answer a text while I'm doing video. It's not something you can do. So, anywho, it'll take forever over here in the garage to edit them and stick them together. And then post it. It'll take an eternity. So, but anywho, that's was my little adventure for this morning. I hate having Fridays off when everybody else is here. If there was nobody else here, I would enjoy this day a lot more. Because there won't be anybody here to nag at you. Nobody here to complain. Nobody here to bitch and moan about every little fucking thing. Oh, you gotta do this or do that. So, alright folks, it's probably coming up time on my time to go get groceries. So I got 2 places to go for orders for this shit. Gotta go to a fucking Walmart and Martin's. Walmart, I gotta be down there by 2. Martin's is 1 to 2. Walmart is 2 to 3. So I'm gonna leave here at like 1:30, something like that. I'll just cruise down after 1 o'clock. I'll cruise down, get my Martin's order. Then I'll go over to Walmart and fuck around. I'll go ahead and I'll go straight over to Walmart and just call my order in to get it. I'm like, well, your order isn't ready yet, sir. Your order's not ready yet. Like, we never, like, oh, here's that other chick. Oh, you can see it or not? Oh, that's not her. Damn it. Damn it. There's a glare. See? Oh my Lord. Don't stand too close, you'll get rubber on ya. I love this shit. Anyway, folks, it's getting close time for me to run again, because that's what, you know, my Fridays, my every other Friday has become time to run. So I'll be running to the grocery store shortly. Everybody have a good one. Have an awesome weekend. And see you at the cruise, the Frostburg cruise. See you then. Everybody, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that other bullshit. And I'll catch you all on the next one.